Attention please! Spoiler alert! Hello everyone, I'm JagungKidd here, and I'm so excited today to share with everyone this very fantastic art book. There is the Atelier series 20th Anniversary Official Visual Collections. I just read out the titles here. The setup might not be the best, but this is the best I can pull off, and I really been trying for 2 weeks. Is it trying to figure out how can I film the things. In fact, I initially want to do an art book walkthrough and really want to go through like very in-depth things. That was what I intended to. Then I realized that I only play like 2 to 3 titles of the series, at least for all the games in these books. And I don't think I'm very in-depth in all the games, so I decided to just do an art book flip. So anyone with more things to share, you can leave it in the comments and then just mention something that you really like about the books, enjoy the books or something like that. I will be glad to hear more about that. But please beware of the spoiler also, and try to I think the way to do the spoiler, the hiding the spoiler thing in YouTube is by entering a lot of like the blank lines, is it? I'm still not sure. I hope that YouTube can roll out some functions eventually so that everyone can comment, and people who want to avoid the spoiler can avoid the spoilers, and people who actually play through the games and want to know more about it, and who's someone like me a bit more curious and don't mind so much about the spoilers can enjoy it. Okay, let's not waste our time. I'm too excited, I know. I tend to ramble a lot when I'm excited, and here this is a I don't know what they call it in English. Is it a book banner? I think this is something that's originally on the bottom of the books. Here when you first receive it, I already take it off, and here it basically says about the series, Atelier series 20 years collections. And they also include a lot of the character designer from the past titles. They have some special illustrations and interviews. And here's the title they include in this particular book. Of course, naturally the very letters in the letters title are not included here. This book is published, I think it's released in 2019 or 2020. I forgot about the exact year they published this book, but it was before the release of a new game, so of course Rider is not going to make it here. And now I just see the anniversary trailer for the 25th anniversary. Oh, I'm so excited. This series really comes a long way. Okay, let's enjoy the art. not wasting my time here. Okay, you can see that we have a lot of the heroine of the series in this very beautiful front cover page. This book is quite thick. The back cover is basically just stating the title of the book, which is Official Visual Collections. Alright. Yes. I think they don't have an inner special cover. Oh, they have. Sorry, my bad. They have a special cover, because some of the art book they actually have this kind of thing, and usually it's some things like the major spoiler things. But then consider this book is actually a collections of the series. I think anything can be a spoiler. So yeah. So let's enjoy this. This is the inner cover. There are so many of the characters. I think these are the main characters we have throughout the series. I only recognize a few of them though, because as I mentioned earlier, I don't play like all the titles. I follow the news of the game release, and I know about the new titles thing, but yeah, I didn't really play much of the title and the games. Oh, this is such a cool looking cover. It's amazing. Alright, let's get inside the book. Okay, this is basically the cover art work again. Okay, I hope I can show it very well. Oh, there are some very cool illustrations here. Ooh, okay. These are some posters for this book, I think. They mention Atelier series 20th Anniversary Festival poster. 20th Anniversary Festival Original Tobacco. What is that? I think it's something like the merchandise that they made for the series. Some really cool poster illustrations. That's really cool. Yeah, I like the chibi style. It's very nice. Wow, they even have some commentary. this one, as I said, this basically means they celebrate the 20th anniversary. Wow, that's so cool, the illustrations. They have some exhibitions. And here comes my favorite part of any books. Not just an art book, any single book, any type of the book. Let me just, my cover. I have to protect it because later I need to put them back. Unfortunately, I don't have my own house room yet, so I cannot have a bookshelf to display them, so I need to put them back inside the box again. But yeah, I need to keep them in the best possible state, so when I finally get my own house and bookshelf, then I can display them nicely. Okay, so that's my dream. Okay, so for the contents, earlier on, all the illustrations belongs to the memorial illustration part. The next one, we will start with the chapter 1 is a series history, which will include all the titles that you can see in the book banner earlier on. And in this whole big series, they have some of the sub-series, usually consisting of like 3 titles. And then the chapter 3 is a character dictionary. I have no idea what is it about because it doesn't have the subtitle. Maybe it's about the characters, this, something like that. Because for the Tales of Memorial book, which had another video I made a few years ago, it's really about all the characters in each and every character. The chapter 3 is the artworks. We only include a few series though. A few titles, I have to say. Not very sure what is it about. We can have a look at it later. Okay, next we have a special interview with I don't know who are these people. Maybe they are the designer that is mentioned in the book banner earlier on. And that's special illustrations. Hey, but this not everyone is getting the interview, is it? I'm not very sure. This book actually get a translation in the Mandarin. I shouldn't have bought it so early, but it happens already, so let's just proceed. Life is not for the people who will regret, so let's move on. Series history. Wow, look at this. It's so cool. This is like what do they call it in English? Is it like not a calendar, what do they call that? The chronology list, something like the important date, then what happens kind of things. Ooh, it's so cool. It's basically for like all the games release or any special things that are made. And they are really being released on many different platforms, from the very nostalgic like PlayStations up to the very modern PC, PS4, Switch. Wow, that's so cool. And it really comes a long way for 20 years like in the series. That's amazing. Wait, let me move a bit here so you can see all the cute bubble icon characters. Okay, Atelier brand. At first, anyone is incompetent, an invulnerable bread man, a famous alchemist, a cook to the royal household, and so on. But they wish the hot, the desire more than others, and then attain their long-cherished desire. You decide your desire, then they must become true. Since 1997. Wow, that's a very cool saying here. I hope I didn't read it wrong. My cursive writing interpretation might not be the best. Maybe I misread a few words. Let me put it closer. Let me zoom in. Yeah, so here's the word. Okay, the first series. I will not attempt to pronounce it already. I don't know how to pronounce this. The first game is here. Hey, at least they have English word. This is a Atelier Mary here. Wow, that's so cool. They include all the platforms for all the release. Oh, there are so many things. Even for the spin-off, they have a lot of information on the game's titles. So I think for this part, the chapter 1, they are going to like introduce us to each and every one of the titles in the series. Oh, all the characters in the games are showing up here. That's a cool illustration. I didn't play the game. I cannot comment on the illustrations, but they do have the small writing below to tell you what is it about. But I really have to say, these words are so small. Here they have some interview with the character designer. That's so cool. Wow, if I buy the Mandarin one, then I can understand the whole interview and maybe I can post it somewhere. But unfortunately, I was too eager to buy the book. Wow, that's very cool. I really like what the designers say. It's really from the zero, because this is like the first game in the whole series, right? So, wow. Hey, there's a special illustrations here. It's very cool. Here, and the next title is here. This is Ellie. Wow, I really like to enjoy seeing all these illustrations because of how the series is, right? It's about the okay, I will not attempt to pronounce the word again. It's basically managing a workshop as an alchemist, and then you try to generate something, create some things, right? So the overall atmosphere is less how to say, not so heavy and more heartwarming. Yeah, I ran out of adjective to say it. So I always feel very happy to see all the illustrations, like people enjoying things together, doing things together, and it feels so great. Besides the adventures, there's more light-hearted and not so intense, I guess. Wow, I like the group photo. I always enjoy group photo. There are really so many titles. Just seeing the number of illustrations is super amazing. This is really a big series. And we have the next designer in the view here. That's so cool. And they have, wow, they really do a very good long interview. And they basically share a lot on their thoughts about the 20th anniversary the series have come to. Please pardon my grammar if it's wrong. I didn't prepare a script. I was intending to prepare a script, but then I realized it's more natural, and suddenly I'm going to talk a lot out of the book's thing, so yeah. Oh. Yeah, another thing is the costume. I really like the costume design of the series. I don't know how to describe them. The style are very, very unique. And for the later game, they really have some very interesting color combinations. And it's really striking and amazing. I really ran out of adjective to describe all these things. Yeah, overall, if you really enjoy the series, you should consider buying this book. I don't know if they release in English or not. Maybe I will just put in the description box if I can find information on that. Otherwise, I only know there's a Mandarin localized versions or translated book. I'm a bit sad though, because it's being released like this year or last year. It's very recent. But I totally didn't know that they are going to translate this. I shouldn't have bought it so early. Okay, please forgive my rambling and enjoy the illustrations really. I think it's a very cool book. Hey, and here's the Alan series that I think most of us should know. At least for me, I know this. Yeah, look at this Rona. Her costume is what really got me really excited about the games. And we have the characters. This here, I cannot really show the middle person. I'm so sorry. Alright. Wow, so many illustrations and all these CG pictures. There's a cool illustrations. She's holding the games. I think this is to celebrate the release of the games. That's very cool. And we have so many illustrations. Oh, this book is so cool. One thing I really like about art book is that when you're feeling a bit tired, when in the real life things, you can kind of like escape into the things, and then think back of all the times you have with the games, the times you spend trying to understand the characters, going on adventure with them. Then you will feel a bit more relaxed and not so overwhelming with all the anxiety, the negative emotions felt in the real life. Because it's kind of inevitable, and negative emotions are not really bad thing, but yeah, sometimes it's really good to balance them out and having a very peaceful ride. Oh, here it already come to the last series, and the next one is a mystery series. Okay, I think the sunlight coming in and the lighting totally changed now. Okay. It's really cool to see that how different character designers have their different ways of making the art. I'm not a person who knows anything about art. I mean, I can only draw matchstick figures. They are probably not very interesting to anyone. I really lacking any artistic skill, but I really liked all these illustrations. So I always quite lenient on the art style thing. I don't know when people saying that things are not drawn to proportion or not drawing correctly. I'm not sure about that because I'm not professional in this department, and certainly I don't know anything about artistic thing. So I really have to say all these designers are very amazing, and they create all these sprites and they made all these illustrations, and it's very good to have the art book to just browse through and get to see all the things again on papers. And here, this is a game that I really play a lot, the Atelier and Annie on the DS. It's really cool. I didn't really complete the game, but it's nice to like see all these pictures and try to remember back and really remember back all the memories of playing the games. I think that's really what I liked about the art book. It really give me a lot of good memories and made me smile a lot. Even though my family might think I'm crazy, like I'm like giggling at the book. I'm trying to add reserve here, but if I really do something for the automate game, I probably will scream a lot. Oh, that's cool. This is like the latest title with 2 protagonists, is it? Not this one. It's really cool. I always like the collaborations crossover from the earlier titles things. Yeah, from the past heroine they actually come over. But what is that called? Not collaboration. I think it's crossover. Unless they all stay in the same world, then they are all like competitors with each other. And these are other titles. That's cool. Oh, this is an online game that I didn't get to play because by the time I want to try it, I think the server already closed down, which was quite unfortunate. I really look forward to see any more big projects the GAS is going to announce. What is this thing? Smartphone. Oh, this one is a smartphone game. I have no idea about this. I think they probably only released in Japan. Yeah, the chibi character. It's so adorable. What is this? What is this? This one is what? Automate. Let's call it automate. Sorry, it's automate. Yeah, so they actually have all the cool guys, and they even put the CV name here. Wow, that's so cool. So are these all the guys that we can choose? They are ladies also. I need to get more information on these titles. Where did they release this anyway? PSP. Okay, only PSP. And maybe I can hopefully find some Let's Play of it. This one is this is the title for Lorona's children, I guess. And we have a interview here between Noko and the producer. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, this one's like 5-page long of the interview. Ooh, super cool. Hey, they also talk about the cover illustrations. Okay, we come to the chapter 2, the character dictionary. It's really about all the characters coming out in the series. Over 600%. Ooh, this is basically like the, what is it called? Like the name book of the, like the graduation name book kind of things. When everyone is going to get graduate, like then each class that you have pictures, then everyone like give some brief comment, something like that. Wow, super cool. Hey, even characters without the portrait. Yeah, they are very important here. That's really cool. Ooh, there are so many characters. Oh, they do put the game title below, I guess. Yeah, they put there, so you know who is this character coming from. But it's a very refreshing way. So instead of like grouping the according to the titles, they grouping the using the names. It's really like a name list, name list of the Atelier series, so that you can find which characters. Wow, there are really so many very different characters. This is really cool. Oh, sorry, that part is not a comment. I think it's just a brief description of what this character is about. Something like the roles or the yeah, it's basically the roles and the identity of the characters. Like, who is this person? Okay, sorry. I thought it's a comment of the CV or something like the Tales of Artbook. But consider we have over 600 characters, I don't think it's very easy to gather so much comments there. Still, it's pretty amazing. Just look at it. Over 20 years worth of characters. Why some characters have 2 and 3? Oh, it's for the different titles. This one is Yosei Fairy? Oh, we have a fairy character. That's cool. Wow. Alright, we come to the chapter 3. Oh, some of the artwork. Wow, I think this part is really for those people who learn things about art and know a few things like the sketch or whatever things about the art thing. I don't know much about this. Yeah, but it's really cool to see some character design things. The line sketch. It's very cool. This book is so cool. My god, I think any fans of the series should have collected this book. It's really nice. Even for someone who don't know how to draw, I really feel that seeing all these things are very good. And here is the last page of the books. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this book is being released on 2019. Yeah, it is few years back only. I'm sorry, it's not that long. I don't know what years was in my brain, but yeah, this year now it's only 2022, so it's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not that far. This thing is really cool. My goodness. Okay, so here's basically all of the things of this artbook. I don't know if you enjoyed the videos or not. I hope that for anyone's actually interested to get the book and like on the fence whether is this book going to worth it, maybe this video can give you some thoughts about it. Yeah, but personally I don't think this is a very great book, as in all kind of like collections books. I usually think this kind of book are very worth it because they basically include all the things in the series. But of course for some fans they might have to see how like the amount of the illustrations included, and I think I already showed them all. Well, I'm like chit-chat about many unrelated things. That's basically the style I'm going for in all my things. I'm very thankful for anyone who happened to passing by or stumbling by and actually like enjoying my video somehow. And thank you so much for watching it. And yeah, we are going to, hopefully my next things can come out soon. It's not really easy to find a time to do this recording when there's a very huge environmental factor that I cannot control most of the times. But I'm still so happy about it, and yeah, being able to enjoying the books together with another person is so amazing. And hopefully one day I can do some like live streaming things. For this series, the main selling point is basically the alchemist part, and really about managing the workshops, and then relationship with other characters is basically all fun and happy, I guess. So basically it's a light-hearted games, hopefully. Yeah, I do hope that everyone can give some comments and yeah, share some of your thoughts on the series and something about the book that I know much of. If you feel like some of the illustrations they include are not so complete for which title, you can actually comment below. It would be nice to know for other fans of the series. That's all for this artbook flip here. Thank you so much for watching.